See the power in the formation of the USS Carl Vinson battle group. See the power in the formation of the USS Carl Vinson battle group. When hearing the word Guam, then comes usually a military base belonging to the United States. Not wrong. Because of the small islands in the North Pacific is indeed an important American base. It's just that, actually the Guam has also become a tourist location that is visited. Many tourists from Japan, Siberia, Russia who flock to this place to enjoy tropical beach when their region is experiencing winter. Even many who consider Guam has become a mini Honolulu. But either way, the strategic role Guam indeed holds for Americans, especially as it is now when their middle increases the attention in the Asian region. American military commanders call it a small island as permanent and carry a Pacific spear tip that can easily access to confront China, Russia and North Korea. Guam has quietly become a location by Assistant Secretary of State for the Navy. B.J. Penn is referred to as the largest project ever undertaken in the Defense Department. No less than $20 billion has been spent to build the Marine base and improve existing base including Andersen Air Force Base and the naval base around Abra Harbor. Guam is also host to B-52 bombers and fighter jets whose number is on the rise, and its port will soon be upgraded to accommodate more submarines and destroyers. Americans routinely flew a bomber B-52 missions exercise in the South China Sea that is now increasingly heated up after China increased the aggressiveness in the region. Located in the northeast of the Philippines, Guam in the Mariana has long been used by Washington as a base in the Pacific region. From this location the United could easily hit Asia and provides a regional transportation hub for the rest of Micronesia. Guam has become a part of the United States since 1898. Apart from a brief period during World War II, the moment it was occupied by Japan, this area has become a territory of the U.S., said the commander of the Navy in Shan in Abra Harbor, as quoted ABC News some time ago. This place has always been important to national policies and a strategic presence in the region. The mission was to support the national strategy so that we create a prosperity, stability and security in the region, not only for us but for our partners and our allies, he said. But there are other anxieties that arise, such as the sophistication of Chinese military strength and North Korea's continued stubbornness rampant, especially the speed and the range of their ballistic missiles, which have been effectively shortening response time for U.S. troops to Japan and Korea. Locals are worried Guam will be targets and feuds of the future. Nearly one-third of Guam was directly controlled by the U.S. military and do regular training operations in the Mariana that existed nearby. Wrong key events involving Guam is when a group including the Boeing bomber B-29 Enola Gay took off, one morning August 1945 to drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Chamorro people, the indigenous inhabitants of Guam, are worried their region will be the main target in case of war in the future like that ever happened at Pearl Harbor. Other issues that hurt the feelings of some citizens, particularly veterans, is that they cannot vote in U.S. presidential elections even though they are American citizens. Currently there are at least 5,000 Marines stationed on Guam. This amount was reduced from the earlier reached 8,600 personnel. But on the other hand, an increase in going for the Navy and the Air Force. It is the result of the composition of the Army was relocated here and not a permanent presence but more rotation.